So next, I'd like to discuss handling reasonable accommodations. Now, if you have neurodivergent employees, just ask them what accommodations might they need in order to feel comfortable in the workplace and to work at optimal conditions. Most accommodations that neurodivergent individuals need are little to no cost to the company, but these are things that they need to be successful and to thrive in the workplace. And some common examples are noise canceling headsets because they're sensitive to noise. Many neurodivergent individuals have sensory processing issues, and maybe background noises or background conversations might be too distracting and make it difficult for them to focus on the task at hand. The ability, the freedom to put on noise canceling headsets so they can tune that stuff out and focus on their job is something that will help them to do a better job. And so this is something that not only do they need to thrive, but you want them to have it whether you realize it or not, because they'll be better at their job. Another common example is like fluorescent lights or flickering lights can be annoying actually for a lot of people, but for people who are neurodivergent, it might be so distracting that it makes it difficult for them to get the work done. And so allowing that person to move to another area with less lighting, or maybe a different kind of lighting, maybe fluorescent instead of, not fluorescent, but maybe incandescent instead of fluorescent. These are some very easy, simple steps that can make the workplace more accommodating for that person. And then finally, give your employees the freedom to not socialize as much if they don't want to. You know, some people are going to want to gather around the water cooler and chat about a show that they saw. Some neurodivergent individuals are really just there to work and they're not really there to socialize, and they feel awkward or uncomfortable socializing. By making it clear in the workplace that it's okay if some people want to just stay at their desk and work, give them that freedom and that flexibility to do that. Make it clear to everyone else that it's okay if they want to do that. They're going to be more comfortable and less stressed at the workplace. And by the way, I've personally seen some examples of this. I once spoke to a lady that reached out to me. She was a young woman on the autism spectrum. She was trying to ask for an accommodation at work and didn't know how, so she was looking for some advice. Basically, they had her desk right next to the water cooler. And at the same time, each day, several of her colleagues would gather and start talking about a show that they all watched. And she was unable to focus on her work because these people were right behind her talking. And it was driving her nuts. And what she was wanting to ask for is, could you please move me to the other end of the office so I can tune that out and kind of focus on the job? And so I helped her with the wording of basically asking for that. And of course, her boss said yes, because she's there to work. That's what he wants her to do is work. So this is an accommodation that works better for everyone. And by the way, I have a simple like 10, 15-minute primer on some more details about some examples of accommodations and ways to meet them in accommodations. You can learn more by clicking the video link in the description below.